there, and welcome to Sip Sip Knit. My name is Kim, and I'm coming to you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is my podcast where I like to talk about mostly fiber-related crafts, most often knitting. Sometimes I like to talk about stuff going on in my life. Sometimes my pets make an appearance, but knitting is always somewhat of a topic of discussion. So on my last episode where I recorded with a few of my friends, we called it Kickoff to Vlogoween. I'm not exactly sure how often I'll be making videos this month, but I figured I would start today. Today's Monday, October 3rd, and my dog is making an appearance, see, like I said. And today I am off work. I took the day off. I did a trail race in northern central Pennsylvania in the PA Grand Canyon area, otherwise known as the PA Wilds. The race was called Black Forest. It's advertised as a 100K-ish. I ended up with about 66 miles on my GPS watch once I was finished. But I'm wearing the finisher vest that they give you at the end. So this very mean-looking beast is kind of the theme of the race. They try to make it as challenging and tough and scary as they can in a way. Like, they're really great race organizers. All the volunteers there are wonderful. They really do a great job with putting on the race. They actually direct and organize several other trail races in the state, including Eastern States 100 miler, World's End 100K, to name a few. But this particular race was yesterday, Sunday the 3rd, and it has a midnight start, and you are not allowed to have any crew or outside assistance. You're not allowed to have any official pacers. Very limited aid stations. So for the whole 66 miles, there were only 5 aid stations, which is pretty infrequent for your typical trail race. So you have to make sure you're packing enough stuff in between to be self-sufficient, enough water, enough calories, and the terrain is a combination of the most beautiful yet most difficult terrain I've ever run a race on. Just relentless rockiness, relentless ups and downs. You would have some really nice, like, softly rolling kind of runnable sections, but that was few and far between. A lot of it was just very, very steep and very rocky. And then to top it all off, it was just steady rain in like the high 40s, low 50s all night, basically from before the race started until I'd say the rain finally let up at maybe 5 a.m. So that made conditions even more treacherous and slippery. So you really had to have your wits about you. What really helped me make it through the race was that I convinced my good friend Sarah to come out and do it with me. She's never done that race, but she has raced a lot of other trail race distances. We've run together a lot, particularly we do well at overnight efforts, pairing together and working as a team. We're a really good pace match. We kind of approach things with a similar attitude, and we play really well off each other's strengths. So we stayed together the entire time, had a blast. We're, busting our ass the whole time, but, we put our mind to it and just had a really great day, and it was a really great time. Anyway, I digress about the running thing. I am knitting on my scarf for my friend Tony, the Doctor Who scarf. I'm not going to lift the whole thing up, but it's taller than me now, but I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through. It should probably end up being about 10 to 12 feet, not sure, maybe a little longer once it's blocked. But I just noticed today, well, I'll show you the colors. It matches the bag I've been keeping it in for the last several months. This tote bag was gifted to me by my friend Kelly, who was on the last podcast. Yeah, how about that? I was like, huh, it matches. Not even intentional. And I am sorry about that. Lena was freaking out over someone walking their dog down the street, of course. But I am drinking a hazy IPA from Burial Brewery, which is a really great microbrewery in Asheville, North Carolina, in my Tracksmith pint glass. Yeah, it's just been a pretty casual day of recovery, and Lena and I went to the dog park earlier. That was a lot of fun. I slept in today, which was really great. Been doing laundry and some other chores, just trying to stay a little bit active to have some active recovery from the race. I am kind of surprised at how well I'm moving around. The post-race soreness is there, but not as bad as some other races. Somehow, I'm not entirely sure how, but yeah. I'll also post some highlights of the course. The leaves were starting to change, and it was just amazingly vibrant reds, yellows, oranges with the green ferns, and it was an awesome day. So Halloween knits. I'm currently working on my spider sock that I started last Halloween, and finished one sock and put the project in hibernation because I was just so over the cables and all the purling. So I finally brought that out of hibernation, and I am most of the way through the leg portion. So here's the top of the spider, and here's the mock cable back. Very cute. I love this glowy green color for spooky Halloween socks. And then I have two colorwork cowls that kind of have a fall Halloweeny spooky vibe that I'm going to be casting on soon. I'm not sure which one first. We'll see. But I did acquire the yarn for both of those. Some of it I already had in stash. Most of it I already had in stash. I just had to get a couple contrasty colors. So anyway, I think that's it for today. Short and sweet, but I'm also kind of tired, and yeah, not too much to chat about today. But thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you very soon. Thanks.